Hey, come on down here, Rusty. We're going to see if we can catch some catfish. Hey everybody, it's Jeff Williams with Team Catfish, and today we got kind of a special little video. We constantly get asked by folks all the time to show us how you catch more fish from the bank, or show us how to catch a fish from a little dock or something like that where you're not always out in your boat. So this year we've really tried to do that, and Rusty and I are up here in Kansas, and we're at a little community lake. This is a little public fishing lake out here in the country, and we're actually up here deer hunting. We're doing some videos for our Nutri-Deer brand, and we decided here in the middle of the day, instead of just sleeping, we're going to try to get a little video done for you. And what we're doing is I'm fishing with sudden impact fiber bait and Secret 7 dip bait, and all I've done was walk down here on this dock. This is just a little easy little dock, and I'm going to cast a couple rods out here and just sit here and see what happens. So we've got a nice little pocket that goes up in here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw one rod out here in the middle, and then I'm going to throw one down here a little bit farther. And I'm only going to let them set here for about 10 minutes. And if we don't catch a fish, I'll probably ease them up that way. Or I might do another little trick that I haven't showed a whole lot of people about. I might throw out there and burn my reel back to me a couple times to kind of saturate this whole area with the scent of the bait. Now what you do when you do that is you just reel that fiber bait or that sudden impact through this whole area, and any catfish that are in this area that are in a feeding mode, they are probably going to want to find what made that smell. So typically I won't do that unless I just have to, but let's cast it out and see what happens. Now I'm using one of my bass rods. We're not really set up here with the Thundercats. This is a 7-foot high standard carbon rod that we use for bass fishing, and we use for jig and spoon fishing and some other things. So you're not seeing me use our typical rods, but we're probably going to come in here and do a little bass fishing one evening. So if you're looking for a lightweight rod that you can still catfish with, check out the high standard carbon rods. It's the same material that the iCat rods are made out of. That one was sudden impact. This one will be Secret 7. I'll throw these babies out there, and I'll sit here in my hunting chair and see what happens. I'm saying, by the way that sunk, that's probably 5 or 6 foot out there, something like that. Let's just see what happens here. I've never catfished here before. This is the first time that we have ever hunted in this area. And anybody can come down to these little community lakes. There are lots of them here in eastern Kansas, and there's lots of them all over the country, and this is just pretty easy fishing, just a great way to spend the afternoon. I got him. He ain't very big. He's not a very big channel cat, but he ate that old fiber bait. I didn't need the fish grips for him. We've been sitting out here for what, probably 10 minutes, Rusty? This one here got hit a couple times. I'm getting ready to bait it back up. And again, it's not a big fish, but I tell you what, you bring the kids, bring the family out here, or somebody that's never caught catfish before, this is about as easy as it gets, everybody. I am comfortable. It's a beautiful September afternoon here, and I have done nothing that's difficult. This is not hard to do, and you know, believe it or not, that little old channel cat right there, He's got some meat down both sides of him, and if you wanted to eat a little old channel cat, there wouldn't be nothing in the world wrong with him. I'm gonna check this one. It got hit a couple times. I really like the Tug of War green line. This is a 10-pound Tug of War, and this brings me to a tip right here I want to tell you about. Now you notice when I reeled that back in, there was no bait left on that dip tube. This water is warm, everybody, and this bait dissolves down there under the water. And if you reel this back in, after that cheese bait sets down there under the water, 9 times out of 10, all the bait is going to come off as you reel it back in the current, or as you reel it back to the dock or to the bank or whatever. So remember, these dip tubes and this fiber bait is made to be reloaded when it comes back. Now, if you're fishing in really cold water, 50 degrees or less, the cheese won't dissolve quite as fast, but it is made to come off. So don't get alarmed when you reel it back in and it comes off your dip tube. It's not a marketing ploy, and it's not a way for us to sell more catfish bait. It's just how the baits are designed, and the warmer the water, the faster they dissolve and come off. There's plenty of bait down there in those dip tubes when the old catfish finds that out there. Oh, there he is. Holy moly. Woo-wee. Now you gotta like this. This is nice. It's a lot better than sitting in the camper, Rusty. Now I don't know if there's any brush or what there is in here, but boy, I'm telling you, this sucker here is pulling. This is a nice channel catfish. These little community lakes in Kansas and all over the country are really overlooked when it comes to catching nice catfish. And this isn't I only got 10-pound. I think I only got 10-pound Tug of War mono here. I'm just gonna let him have his way out there, and I'll try to get him around there and put the fish grip on him here in just a minute. Boy, look at this channel cat pull. This isn't a real heavy rod, but this is a lot of fun. If you feel him pulling too hard, a lot of times, folks, you want to just reach up here and give him a little bit of line. Don't get in a hurry trying to land your fish. Let your fish fight, do all his fighting out there. As long as you have a good rod, keeping the pressure on him, just let that rod tip fight him out there. Nice channel catfish. Oh, look at here. There are people all over the country that would like to have a catfish like this. See if I can get back here and get him landed. Now, I kind of got close quarters right here, and I hope that other rod doesn't get hit. This is a great thing about the fish grips. There we go. There, we got him. All right. Boy, he was hungry. He was ready to get a hold of that. I've got some pliers up in my truck up there. I can get that hook. I'll get the bait, get the dip tube here. I might be able to, I can't reach down in there and get it. I'll have to go up there and get my pliers. So I'm gonna have Rusty shut the camera off and go get the pliers, but we're gonna release this fish and let him go back here in the community fishing lake and see if we can catch us another one. This is a lot of fun. Right out here in the middle of the day, just sitting on this dock with a nice little breeze blowing on us. Hard to beat that. Hey, we moved on down to another little public fishing area there on the lake, and man, we got into some channel cats and had a good time there. Didn't catch anything huge, but just a lot of nice fish. We only made 2 moves on this lake, and we used the Sudden Impact and Secret 7, both locations, and just had a great September afternoon catching those channel cats. Just make sure you move around, folks. That's the biggest thing when you use manufactured bait and you're fishing from the bank. Don't get stuck in the same spot all the time. Dang it. Missed that one, Rusty. Hey, that's enough for us today. We've caught several catfish here at the little community lake that we're camping on. This is just the middle of the week here at in southeast Kansas. Southeast Kansas is loaded, or really eastern Kansas is loaded with these little community fishing lakes, and they do a great job raising channel cat and getting channel cat ready for anglers to come out here and target. Today we just used Sudden Impact fiber bait, and we used Secret 7 dip bait. We used the Sudden Impact treble hook, and we used the dip tube with J hook, the yellow dip tube with J hook. Sinker slide, sinker bumper rig, and we just had a good time here at the little campground catching these channel catfish. These videos really do help a lot of people catch fish. We're eclipsing 4 million video views on the Team Catfish channel, and I really appreciate everybody watching these videos. We know that they help you catch fish, but it also helps us when you purchase the tackle that we use in these videos. That's what helps us to get out here and afford to do this and you know, do what we love to do. I'm Jeff Williams with Team Catfish Video. Thanks for watching.